So just to kind of give a little idea on how we work, and we really do like to sit down with you, find out what you're most passionate about and how that could fit within our current programming right there. So we do expect quite a bit from our interns. This is very hands-on, a very collaborative sort of environment, and you are given responsibility. You will obviously always have someone to oversee and assist you when needed, but we do like to give you projects and have you take leadership and the reins and go from there and have a ball with it. So that's a little bit of a rundown about our organization and company. GD, if you want to speak a bit about some of the more literary side of things and opportunities for students there.
Yes, one of the most important aspects of the literary office at the chain is reading. We get so many submissions because we have a number of festivals, and so the load of plays that need to be read is immense, and it's sort of indispensable to have a core of seasoned interns, especially ones that are interested in becoming dramaturgs or directors or are currently playwrights. Anyone who's interested in the mechanics of scripts, their work has been invaluable. And we couldn't have made it through the last few festivals, quite frankly, without the interns helping out and really pitching in. And it's not simply being sort of, the input from the interns is very, very useful. And we actually engage them in conversation with, what do you think? What do you see here? What's your thoughts? They're very much part of the analysis process of going through these scripts. And we simply couldn't have done it without them. And also that continues into rehearsals. There were a number of interns who became part of a rehearsal process with various shows, or that I asked later on for an extra hand with things. It truly is a fast-paced, immersive environment for someone who really is ready to jump in and work alongside professionals in a professional environment.
And I did see when we were sitting in the meeting, there was some people asking about actor performance opportunities. If you are a performer or actor, it is fantastic for you to get involved with a theater company. We have a lot of networks and we have a lot of people that we know within the industry, and getting involved with us, being around in that environment does lead to roles, which you can hear from our past interns who have just been a board op for us or started stage managing for us. And then because, in working together, getting to know each other, then it's like, you know what, there's a role here for this reading or for this show. And we do. So if there's something that fits you as an actor and your type, we will present that opportunity to you. Or also, what's really great, because it's such a competitive field, and we know so many people, we will refer you to another theater company who may be looking or who may be casting something. So it's just a really great way to have you in the field, involved, know what's going on, and start networking. And the earlier you can start, you can never network too soon is what I'd really, really encourage that. We are a 501c3 not-for-profit organization. So if there are any students who are interested in the not-for-profit world, grant writing, learning more about that, this again is another field. We're an organization that you would be doing a lot in, and have a lot of opportunity there to work with us on that. Our internship is in person, just so that, because I know quite a few classes are still on Zoom. You may be asked to do some work that is remote, but for the most part, we are on site working together. At this point, we are still requiring everyone to show proof of full vaccination. That's all of our artists, anyone renting the space, all audience members coming to see shows. And we are still wearing masks in the common areas and during the performances as well. Obviously, we're hoping that can change, but we are just still wanting to be extra safe and make sure that no one is at risk in that sense. So just if anyone was wondering about that. I want to leave some time for questions as well, but I wanted to encourage those of you who are applying to include cover letters. Cover letters are extremely helpful. If you have any letters of reference too, those are also really helpful for us. when we did this process last year and we were doing all the interviews, there were a couple cover letters that stuck out to us, and in meeting the person, and it just really helped kind of tip it over the edge for the matching fair program when we did that. So that was for that program, but for this one too, it just is, it's a well-written cover letter goes a very long way.
Some of the best advice I've ever gotten in this business was from a mentor who told me the importance of being a good citizen of the theater. And I think, especially in our company, we prize that idea of someone who, is, this idea of being in the room. I was just thinking of, there was an intern who started with us as an intern and has since become this sort of superstar in the company that I actually just cast her on our stage in a show that I directed. She's brought her own work into the space as an actor and as a writer and as a director. So the opportunity for growth is huge within our company, and which is something in the larger companies is actually harder to do in somewhere like the Roundabout or the Public, which are, of course, there's wonderful opportunities there, but sometimes when there is a staff of 400, it's easy for interns to kind of get lost in the shuffle. Whereas in our organization, Christina, all of us, we know them on a first name basis with all of them. We are able to check in with them. We see them constantly. It's just an environment where you will be really, truly working shoulder to shoulder with seasoned professionals in this business, in our company and the numerous companies that come through our doors.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, GD. Yes, that's very true. And we really do try, do our best to make it such a collaborative team environment, because we really do feel that with different voices in the room, that's when you get to the best work you possibly can.
Make sure to check out the My Career tab on the BC Navigator app, where you can track your career progress based on the amount of credits you've earned, stay updated on upcoming events from the Magner Center, and watch our videos for insight and advice on your career field.